Okay, let's unpack this. We're taking a deep dive into a specific corner of the Gundam universe today, looking at this stack of sources you've shared.
Yeah, sounds good. There's some really interesting stuff here.
Today, our focus is Sharp, the Figure-rise Standard Model Kit, Amate Yuzuriha.
Right, she's the protagonist of that newer series, Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX. Goes by Machu sometimes.
Exactly, Machu. And you'll see why she and this kit caught our attention.
Hmm.
Our mission really is to pull the most important bits from these sources. We want to get a handle on what this kit offers, why it's, a release worth talking about.
And how it connects you, the listener, directly to the character and the kind of unique world of GQuuuuuX.
Yeah, exactly. This dive is for you, to get you the essentials quickly.
Okay, so looking through the material.
Yeah.
The first thing that jumps out about this Figure-rise Standard kit is how user-friendly it seems.
Absolutely. It's a snap-fit kit, right?
Well,
So no glue needed for assembly.
correct. And the sources really highlight Bandai's easy color recreation technique. That means the parts are molded in multiple colors straight out of the box.
Which is great. You get a pretty impressive figure with, minimal fuss. Good for newcomers and experienced builders alike, I'd imagine.
Definitely. And what's cool, engineering-wise, is how they handle the articulation.
Mm.
The sources point this out.
The skirt.
Yeah, the flexible skirt material. It's key because it allows for a much better range of leg movement. You can get some really dynamic poses.
For a character kit, that flexibility feels fitting, doesn't it? For someone who's navigating this, maybe rigid world and finding her own path.
Good point. And you get options, too, for different looks, like interchangeable parts. You can display her in a short sleeve uniform.
Oh, nice. So not just the standard cardigan look.
Exactly. Plus the standard look, of course.
The sources also mentioned the face options. That seemed interesting.
Oh, yeah. You get one face that's pre-printed using tampography. Looks great right away. But then they also give you two blank faces. They're designed for water slide decals.
Ah, for customization. That's a nice touch. Gives you control over her expression.
Kind of like mirroring Amate, creating her alias Machu, maybe. Choosing her own face for things.
Huh, interesting parallel.
And beyond the figure itself, the kit packs in some specific accessories from the series.
Like what?
Well, her detachable backpack, a smartphone. She even has a specific hand part to hold it.
Okay.
And you get a function of Haro, the classic robot.
Haro too. Cool.
Yeah, and the sources note its little hat is actually detachable.
Huh. That's a fun detail. These little things really ground the kit in her world, don't they, before things get complicated.
Speaking of complicated, let's shift to Amate Yuzuriha herself and the whole context of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX.
Right. The sources say she's a high school student, feels this kind of falseness in her everyday life.
Yeah, that's the setup. And then things take a turn. She encounters a war refugee, gets pulled into these underground sort of illegal clan battles.
Piloting the main mobile suit, right? The GMS is GQuuuuuX.
That's the one. That's the core plot kicking off.
But here's where it gets really wild. The setting. This is a massive twist mentioned in the sources.
Oh, yeah. It's an alternate universal century timeline.
Alternate how?
Okay, get this. 5 years before GQuuuuuX starts, the Principality of Zeon won the 1-year war.
Wait, Zeon.
They won. Totally flips the script on the established history most Gundam fans know.
Wow. Okay, that changes everything. It raises so many questions about what that world looks like.
It really does. And maybe the creative team gives us a clue. The sources mention something interesting about the production.
What's that?
It's a collaboration between Sunrise, the usual Gundam studio, and Studio Kara, the Evangelion team. Kazuya Tsuraki is directing.
Kara. Okay, that is interesting. That pairing alone suggests we might be getting something different, a distinct feel maybe.
Could be.
So bringing it back to the kit, what does this all mean for you, the listener, maybe holding this model?
Well, this Figure-rise Standard of Amate Yuzuriha basically gives you a tangible connection to this really intriguing series.
It's a way to, literally build and hold a piece of this unique alternate history and the character's journey within it.
Yeah, it brings you closer to the story, to her world.
Okay, so let's leave you with this final thought, something from the material. Amate feels that falseness in her everyday life, right? That pushes her to become Machu. So this duality, this search for something authentic, what does that quest mean for a protagonist who's operating in a world whose whole foundation is built on a massive historical falseness? The 1-year war outcome being flipped.
Right. What path is Machu actually going to forge in this kind of twisted universal century?
Yeah, something to think about.